Hello, second graders. I am back with you today. I decided since you're moving so fast that I would do a quick video for tomorrow's lesson so that if you're gung-ho to get it done, it'll be ready for you. So this is lesson 17, it's session 1, and the session 1 is really a review when you were subtracting two-digit numbers, which we did earlier in the year, and session 1 with the review, I just wanted to show you just a quick little example that they gave for session 1, and it's this one right here about Holly and Dara. So do you remember this? So we have Holly and Dara. They both have collections of cards, okay, and then Holly has 368. Dara has 243. So we're trying to decide who has more. So when we did it before, if you take a look, we've made a table. We learned how to make tables to compare numbers. So right here we're comparing the numbers. And so 3 is greater than 2. We always start in the hundreds. Therefore, right away we know that Holly has more cards. Just by looking at that, 3 is greater than 2. So we don't have to go on down the problem. So we know right away Holly has more cards. So we are going to write yes. She does. She has more cards since she has a 3 in the hundreds where Dara only has a 2. So that was the quick review of what we learned in the past. So we're going to go put that down. Got that out of the way. Phew. Next we're going to go on to the lesson of session 1 where we are just taking, we're going to go move to Lionel, to that example. And I have the page number right up here so that you know where we're at. You see that? Okay, so there are, so Lionel has 379 stickers. 258 of them are animals. How many flowers are stickers? So when you take that, there's certain ways that we can do it. And one way we learned in the past was we can use a number line or create a number grid to add and subtract. So when I take this, I take a look. All right, I'm going to flip this around, and I decided that I would make a number line going up. Okay, so it's an altitude number line. So I'm starting off with the highest amount, Lionel. So he has a total of 379 stickers. So I started counting backwards from tens. Okay, and then I went back. Another thing you could do is you could start at 258 and count up. Counting up's easier for you. All right, so 258 is right here. And since I did it backwards from highest to lowest, I take a look at my number line and I'm going to count how many tens I have. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and then I move over to 258, 131. So Lionel has 131 animal stickers. So that was just a quick review too of what we have done in the past. So I'm just going to move quickly, okay? So I don't really need to see these pages as long as you understand what I just did. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to take a look at our lesson board. So we're reviewing, yesterday we learned how to add with 3-digit numbers, and then now lesson 17 is subtracting 3-digit numbers. So the first problem that they give, and this is as far as I'm going to go, is this first problem. It's on page 419. And if you can see this right here, it says, try it. So it's about campers, okay? And there are 450 campers at Camp Cody. One day, 218 campers do art projects. The rest do sports. How many campers do sports? Okay, so in that problem, they told us the numbers that we would underline in that problem is 450 and 218. Okay, so they're right there. So the example that they want you to start off with first is picture it. So if you can see this, I pictured it and I drew it with base 10s blocks. And so you might have to explain to your parents about base 10 blocks, that a square equals 100, a line equals 10, and then a dot equals 1. So right here I made 450, and then right here I made 218. Okay, and it's also showing in your example, okay, and it's this page right here. So they drew it right here. So what they are saying on this page is that because this one right here, the art has ones, this one doesn't, we need to trade one of these blocks for 10 ones so that we can subtract it properly. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to take one line, change it to 10 dots, okay? And now we remove that base 10 block of 10, okay? So this still equals 450, but we just traded that so that we can continue with our subtraction problem. So it talks about how you can do it with that problem right there, and we will eliminate. So we'll take 2 off, and then we will take a 10 off, and then we will take 8 ones off. What remains? So we have 2 here, we have 3. So I'm going to put that down. So we end up with 2 squares, and squares are too good. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So that should be our answer. Okay, let's see if we're right. We're going to try another algorithm. And I'm not sure if you can see the bottom board here, so I'm going to move this down a bit. Just move it up closer to the board here. Okay, so right here you have the next one where it says model it. So in expanded notation, they tell you to take 218, turn it into expanded notation. And that's right here. Okay, so see how I took 218, 210, 8? Yeah, okay. So now I'm going to take 450, the larger number, because we always put the larger number on top. I'm going to subtract 200. Okay, and now I'm going to take that answer, put it up here, subtract 10. Now I'm going to take the ones and subtract that from 240. And what do I get? What do you say? What is 4 back from 240? Or 8 back from 240? You're right. 232. Okay, so let's take a look up here. Did we get 232 with our 10s? We did. Man, we're having a good day. So that is just my quick lesson for you today. And remember, if this is confusing to you, you can always go on iReady. I have shared a lesson with you on iReady. If you want to watch iReady's lesson, you may do that also. So remember to take your quiz today, and you may start on lesson number 17. See you tomorrow. Oh, I have to do a trick. I'm sorry. Okay, so I just wanted to introduce you to Slow Pink Sloth. Have a good day.